Good day everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are continuing where we stopped in the past question IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 2023 October-November variant. We have done question 1 to 10 in a previous video. You can kindly watch here to catch up on this solution. So starting with question 11, we are going to proceed with the same past question. Question 11 here says two shapes are mathematically similar. The fact that they are similar means the sides are corresponding. Find the value of h. H is the height of the smaller shape, and you can see here it is 6.3. So you are going to use ratio of corresponding sides to solve for h. To begin, you are going to say h here divided by 6.3 here is equal to 5 here divided by 9 here. Then you cross multiply to solve for h. In this case, you are going to have h is equal to 5.6.3, 5 times 6.3 divided by 9. Pressing this into your calculator will give you h is equal to 3.5. The second part of the question says that we should calculate the area of the larger shape given the area of the smaller shape. So there is a formula connecting the corresponding sides to the area of the shapes. Let's call this the area of the smaller shape, AS, and then the area of the bigger shape, AB. The formula is area of the smaller shape over area of the bigger shape is equal to any corresponding sides, ratio of any corresponding side. So you can say 5 over 9. So this is going to be 5 over 9. Now, because you are dealing with area, you must remember to put a square on top of this ratio on the right hand side. This is what relates it to the area. If we were dealing with volume, you are going to put cube here. So if you open up this bracket, this is simply 25 over 81. But we're given also the area of the smaller shape, and that is simply 16 over AB is equal to 25 over 81. So we need to cross multiply and solve for AB. So if I cross multiply, I'll have 25 AB is equal to 16 times 81. Divide both sides by 25. So this gives us AB is equal to 16 times 81 over 25. So you go ahead and put that into your calculator. The value given is 51.84. It is 51.84, but remember the instruction said we should always leave our answer to 3 significant figures. So I'll round these 4 down, and that's how I got 51.8. Moving on to question number 12. This is a speed time graph, and it's for a total journey of 16 seconds. Find the deceleration of the car in the final 4 seconds. Between 12 and 16 here is the final 4 seconds. So we are actually considering this triangle for that. The deceleration is here. And to get the value of that deceleration, because they already called it deceleration, our answer does not need to be negative. But if they had said calculate the acceleration, then you must put a negative sign. So taking that away, we are calculating for the deceleration. Remember, acceleration is usually the speed change in speed over change in time. So it's the same thing for deceleration, only negative. But since they already called it deceleration, like I said, we're not going to put a negative sign. So change in speed is going to be, this is 0 to 10, which is the same thing for here, 0 to 10. So we're going to say 10 minus 0, then divided by change in time is 16 minus 12, which is 10 over 4. And 10 divided by 4 will simply give us 5 over 2, which is 2.5. So your final answer here is simply 2.5. And the next question says, find the total distance traveled during the 16 seconds. Total distance traveled is the area under the graph, the entire graph. The area under the entire graph. The shape is a trapezium. And because it is a trapezium, we're going to use the formula 1 over 2 into a plus b h for the area under the graph. So we have 1 over 2 into sum of parallel sides. From here to here is 12, and then from here to here is 16. So those are the parallel sides. So this is simply 12 plus 16, and the height is here, which is here. So we say times 10. So if I tidy this up, this area is 1 over 2 into 28 times 10. This is 5. So 28 times 5 is simply 140. Moving on to the next question. This question says 3 raised to power 3p is equal to 3 raised to power times 3 raised to power 2p is equal to 729. Find the value of p. This is indices, and we need to iron out the left hand side by simply adding the powers. So we have 3 raised to power 3p plus 2p. Because this is multiplication, so we need to add up the powers, is equal to 729 is the same as 3 raised to power 6. So this means that 3 raised to power 5p is equal to 3 raised to power 6. And because the bases are the same, we can take out the bases and equate the power. So we have 5p is equal to 6. So if 5p is equal to 6, divide both sides by 5, and then p is simply 1.2. The second part of that question is 32 x raised to power 10, then raised to power 1 over 5. Remember, when you are splitting brackets, each of the items in the brackets must have the power. So you have 32 raised to power 1 over 5 times x raised to power 10 raised to power 1 over 5. So this is 5th root of 32 times, this will cut this, so you have x raised to power 2. So this is 2, then x raised to power 2. And that is your final answer. Moving on to question 14. Question 14 says that we should rearrange this formula to make w the subject of the formula. So this is y equal to w squared minus x. We are trying to make w the subject of the formula, so we need to take out negative x by adding it to both sides. So you have y plus x is equal to 2w squared Then divide both sides by 2 so that we can rewrite it as w squared. What is on the right side is equal to y plus x over 2. Then take the square root of both sides. Remember, when you are taking the square root of both sides, your final answer must have plus or minus. So this cancels this. So you have plus or minus the square root of y plus x, which is also x plus y, over 2. And here is your final answer. Question 15 says that on the Venn diagram, we should shade the region P union Q prime. This is a bit easier to do. First of all, you want to get Q prime, which is everything apart from Q. So this is simply, you shade all of the box apart from Q itself. That's all of the box. You notice that I did not shade here because it is still part of Q. But because it is in union with P, means I now have to shade all of P with it, which now include that region. And that is your final shading. The B part says, for the second Venn diagram, the universal set is 20. So E is 20. We are not required to write it, but E is 20. N of A union B is 1. A union B prime. A union B prime is supposed to be everything inside this union, but because of this prime, it means everything outside of that union. So our 1 is going to be here. The number of elements in A is 12. So A is 12. We are not required to put that. B is 10. Now, complete the Venn diagram. Notice that there is a 1 outside, which we just found, and the universal set is 20. So what that means is that inside of these two intersections, a total of 19 is in there. And out of that 19, A has 12. A has 12. So everything that must be inside of this circle is 12. And everything that must be inside this circle is 10. So there is a common area here. So what we're going to do now is to fill up what is, if the common area is x, we fill up this place with 12 minus x. We fill up this place with 10 minus x. So we want to add up these three together and equate it to 19. So we have 12 minus x plus 10 minus x is equal to 19. And that is going to give us, this takes out this, so we have 22 minus x. Let me do that here. So 22 minus x is equal to 19, so that x is equal to 3. So inside here is 3. Then 12 minus x is simply 9. So you have 9. And then 10 minus x, which is 10 minus 3, is simply 7. So that at the end of the day, 9 plus 3 gives you 12. 3 plus 7 gives you 10. And altogether, you have your 20 with this one. It's as simple as that. So moving on to question number 16. Question number 16 says, find the lowest common multiple of this and this. We start with 12 and 8. For 12 and 8, the LCM is going to be 24. The lowest common multiple is 24. And then for x raised to power 8 and x raised to power 12, it is going to be x raised to power 12. So our final answer is 24 x raised to power 12. Moving on to question 17. We are required to find angle ACB, which is this angle here. So let's call this theta. Always remember the rule that says angle at center is twice angle at circumference. That is, if here is theta, here must be 2 theta. So that's exactly the same thing we have here. Only that we do not have the angle at center. So we need to find it. If here is 28, here must be 28. Because this is an isosceles triangle, radii. Then we do 180 minus 2 times 28. That's 180 degrees minus 56, which will give us 124 degrees. So if here is 124 degrees, this implies that our theta is simply half of that, which is going to be 62 degrees. So just come here and write your final answer, 62 degrees. The bit part of that question is also on geometry. The angle here is 52, here is 47. If here is 47, automatically here is 47 by alternate segment theorem. And with that, we can use sum of angles in a triangle to find here, because the question says calculate RPQ. RPQ is this angle here. So we do 180 degrees minus 52 degrees minus 41 degrees. That's 180 degrees minus 93. This is 47, sorry, minus 99. And that's simply going to be 81 degrees. Okay, so we stop this video here because of this timer, and we continue the last part in a separate video. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so, and I will see you in my next video.